Man, all right, welcome to the Man Look at the Podcast. I'm the host, the one and only Magneto7 in the building. I'm here, dog. I'm here. This episode is brought to you by PHENYX Audio. If you need a microphone, you need in-ears, you need any type of monitoring setup at your church, at your club, at your venue, go ahead and holler at PHENYX Audio. Tell them Magneto7 sent you. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can use promo code Lucrative Music. Promo code Lucrative Music right down there in the link in the description. And go ahead and get 5% off on your buy. On your buy. Listen, I see some people that's showing up in the chat, but I don't see no names. I can't call y'all out. I can't show love if y'all don't say nothing in the chat. So welcome. The one and only Storm Leroy was in the building, man. I don't know if he's still here though. But he was on TikTok. What's up? Yeah. Everybody on Twitch was good. Let me go back over to TikTok, see who was here. I see DJ Lee. What up, people? Room, what up? Oh, room. All right, that is. Storm Leroy said it is time. It's past time. It's past time. And I'm actually not a bum. Okay, let me let y'all know how it works. If I feel like I'm the bum of the bunch and all of my colleagues, friends, family, right? If I'm the bum of the bunch, I'm one of these people that don't lean on everybody else to bring everybody to the table. I got to bring it. That might be the country in me. Because I just believe in bringing something to the table. So, but now, we got the Lucrative Music Festival coming up. Yes, sir. We got No More Starving Artists, the 501c3. Yes. And we got a lot of dope stuff going on. So I have a community to bring Storm to so he can actually talk and give them some information that they can use, and then hopefully it benefits everybody. So yeah, what up? I see user 76. I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna do this with you, but what's up? You got a lot of numbers. Rename your name. Go to Facebook. Big A, what up, boy? And you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I know everybody is normally waiting on me to do the pod at 9:30 in the morning. I told y'all that I was trying to do some earlier shows because this is somewhat the only family time I really get. And I got two daughters and a wife. So this is the only real family time I really get on the weekends. I work 7 days a week. 7 days a week, and I take off maybe a month out of the year. All right. So that's just how I work. Let me see. Who is this? Trunell, Terrence, what's up? Do we have I'm gonna do this in the beginning too before we start the show. I am starting the 30 for 30 social media challenge today. 30 for 30 social media challenge is starting today. Everybody that's watching this on playback next week, or this is the week after this. This is Monday for y'all on YouTube. I might redo the promo code so y'all can jump in, but the 30 for 30 starts today. What it is we're posting 30 days back to back. You have to reach out to 30 people. You have to post 30 times. 30 times within the month. And then we're doing check-ins every week. And it's like it's a lot. It's a lot of dope stuff. But what it is for you to build your brand and for me to kind of connect with you. So if you do want to tap in on the 30 for 30 challenge, the link is in my bio right now. If you're looking into on TikTok, YouTube, I think we might be on Twitch. Wherever my link tree is, the 30 for 30 is there. Use promo code Lucrative Music. You can download the PDF for free. And when you see me live, we're going to be going in. We're going to be going in because this is what I've noticed. And I talked about this a lot before. But a lot of new business owners have the hiccup of not knowing how to market their business. So they spend a lot of bread up front trying to figure out who they can hire to market to do this, and this. For me, I believe in letting your product pay for itself. Now, of course, like Storm would say, your job is your first employer, right? I mean, your job is your first investor in your business. Got that. But this is the thing. If most people don't know what to start with, then I'm here to help them figure that start out, right? So if you don't know how to run Google ads, I'm here for that. If you don't know how to use AI technology to level up, I'm here for that. If you don't know how to schedule your posts and all this, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you do this within this 30 days. All right. So again, tap into the 30 for 30 challenge. Use promo code Lucrative Music, and let's get to the show. Let's get to the show. All right. So this has been a pretty cool week. Nothing too extravagant has happened this week. I have seen a lot of questionable things in these streets. And y'all know I'm one of the most blackety black of the blackety blacks. I'm one of those. I'm a good black, right? I'm a good healthy medium black. Um, but when it comes to business, I don't see black or white. I see green. Again, I don't see black or white. I see green. I believe in capitalism. I do believe in it. So a lot of the people might be turned off, especially my musical community. I think a lot of y'all get turned off from me talking about money. But this is how I look at it. If you don't have money to invest into your art is just going to be laying there. What's going to happen is you're going to die. This sounds traumatic, but you might die broke with the big dream still inside of you. You might die broke with the big dream still inside of you because you never figured out the variable of how I'm going to make some money from this stuff. All right. So for me, I just believe in figuring out, okay, where can we capitalize off of this big thing that you love to do? And it's a difference. And I was going to talk about more business stuff towards the end of the pod, but this is kind of, it goes along with how I'm introing the pod, right? The reason I'm saying this is a lot of people spend most of their life working on a hobby and they never build the business. They work on a hobby and never build the business. I feel like it was, I know Storm has said something about it. I know Reggie has said something about it to me and a few other people about a year or two ago. Year 2, 3. It's been a while. Wow, it's been a minute. But whenever you start the business and you have to do all of the work, you're just working for the business. You haven't built the business yet. The way I've kind of, I guess, understood it is if I have to pay somebody to do a certain task and then there's a certain payoff at the end of them doing that task for me in that business. Now we started a business. Because now I can leverage it. I can get more people to work for it. I can get more staff. I can do a lot of other things with my time and with my money by leveraging other people's time, right? So if you're just doing everything back to back and there's no real payoff at the end, it's a hobby, right? I'm trying to get us creative people out of that space, right? Also, again, this goes back to my first topic, the blackout. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, I don't want to get in trouble today. I don't want to get in trouble today. I don't want to get I might get in trouble. I think I talked about it on Tuesday's podcast with Kay with the whole blackout concept, right? And then we talked about Tabitha Brown a few weeks ago and her take on everybody not going to Target. And if you stop buying stuff from Target, you gonna hurt my business. We talked about all of that, right? My issue has always been the same thing, and I feel like it's more educated black folk. Yes, I'm going to say black folk. It's more educated black folk that's understanding the severity of us owning something, like owning the competitor. This is how I look at it too. If we are always going back to back, we're going to do a blackout. You know, this is how the blackouts be feeling to me. Like the whole uh just the whole premise of it. This is how I feel it. I see a lot of people talk about the economy starting, and notice y'all got to start looking at the math. Notice every time we start to have a dip in the economy and other things start to get inflated, i.e. eggs, i.e. gas, anything that just costs is an additional cost added to it. Notice it's always a freaking blackout. It's always a blackout. So for me, I'm just like, yo, dog. Are we really trying to do a blackout, or are we really just trying to cosplay as if we're trying to cause change? Are we cosplaying? All right, so this is what I mean. Everybody went to Al Sharpton. They went to Jamal Brown. I love both of them, you know. But again, I am a different type of black. I'm the black guy that says, look, I see all of my white counterparts. Y'all got this farmland over here. You got about 35 acres. Let me get about 5 of it. Let's do some business. Let's do this. Versus, we don't do nothing with the white folk. We ain't doing nothing with them. No, I'm not that one. That's not me. That will never be me. I believe in capitalism. But anyway, everybody was going back to back to back and said, you know, we need to do something about this. What was it? I think the George Floyd thing was one of them. And I'm not trying to be political today. I promise I'm not trying to. But the George Floyd thing was one of them. And then all of the black folks said, all right, we're going to stop doing this. And we're going to stop patronizing this. And we're going to pull our resources from this. Granted, we are one of the biggest buying class of America. We are some of the biggest. We be flipping a check, throwing a brick. We get the paper, right? Per capita. Spend it. All right, cool. But what happens when a black person gets into the position of power and they get the new information, right? Because for me, I feel like some of the blackout conversations are very bottom feeder conversations. It's not the conversations that's going to cause real change where my kids can benefit from this big thing that we changed. Right? I don't feel like a lot of the conversations center around the blackouts and all that stuff, and they're gonna march and all. It's not the super change. And I know people like Dr. Umar might be like, well, it's the initiative to start the change. Okay, cool. But you still got black billionaires, black millionaires that have certain resources where if all of these resources are pulled together, you can come up with a competitor for Walmart. You can come up with a competitor for Target. And that's that again, it's green. It's not black or white, it's green. So I'm never going to be the guy that says, what y'all are doing is a dumb idea and the whole blackout and stop spending money over here is a bad idea. But can you do it for a week? Can you do it for 30 days? Can you do it for 60 days? Can you do it for 90 days? And that's where the issue is for me. Because everybody has these good ideas and you do it for a short term, but we're going to black out March. We're going to black out February 28th. All that people say, oh, this is a good idea. Yeah. I like it. And then after I'm the planner too. After we do the blackout, all right, we're going to black out for one day. We're going to black out on the 28th. All right. Y'all don't buy no crab legs. I don't need y'all going over there to Walmart. I know you be going over to Lululemon. They racist, ain't they? Don't go over to Lululemon. Don't go over to Target. You better not go over there and get you no Starbucks coffee. I don't want to see no black dollars spent on February 28th. All the other black people say, okay, I think we got it. I got you. But then there's always that one that's in the background and say, but what about March the 1st? March the 1st, how we looking? They say, bro, we worried about the 28th right now. Everybody gonna do a blackout. Okay. I got you. So it's people that struggle to not spend money for one day. How you struggle to not spend money for one day? Now, this is another thing. I had some stats I wanted to pull up. But again, to each his own. I salute anytime we can stand in solidarity. K, I think K is in the chat. How do I say that word? Severity, solidarity. It's always when we do that, I'm with it. But this is the thing. How much does it really affect? If it don't affect that much, then we just kind of spinning our wheels. We're spinning our wheels. Let me pull this article up because I thought it was very interesting. And let's see. Y'all give me 1 second. I think we're there. All right. I can't share it. Okay, fine. Here's what it is. But let me pull this over here, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm so up in the air as it relates to I'm up in the air as it relates to who's right, who's wrong, and who gets the sauce, right? I don't think that, and it sounds bad, and I know say, Nito, but we've been under oppression for 200 plus years. Okay, I got it. I got it. I promise you, I got it. But the issue is, it's going to be the same thing. Who is going to be the initiator to pull all of these black billionaires and millionaires together and say, all right, we don't want y'all to go spend money at Target, right? And we don't want y'all to go spend money in any of these other places. But since we don't want to do that, you can go spend money over here. Where are those black people? Because I haven't seen them. Have you seen them? Tell me, have you seen them? But it's fine. If we got to do that, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. All right. Check it out. Hopefully, everybody that's still watching this on the stream, let me know if y'all still hear the feed because I don't know if we are out or not. I know everything on Facebook just went out and everything on TikTok and Instagram just went out. So y'all let me know what y'all hear because we got the rest of the show to do.
Turning now to other news, thousands of people across social media are taking part in an economic blackout today as part of the protest effort. Shoppers they're halting all their non-essential purchases online and in stores. And if people must spend, they're urged to only funnel their dollars to small and local businesses. Scripps News national correspondent Katia Tubman live in New York for us. And Katia, most people are saying, look, the goal is to protest corporate greed, economic exploitation. So how is this going to work?
You know what? Now that I think about it, I want to see a white people do a corresponding on behalf of blacks. Just to see, I want to see what their comprehension is of what we're doing as far as the protest goes and not spending money with Target and all these other places. I want to see what their take is versus always getting the black person to come over there and talk for us. I want to see because I don't know that it's the same concept as when everybody was taking a knee, when the players was taking a knee with Colin Kaepernick. And I would talk to my coworkers. They were like, well, that's anti-patriotic. And I was like, that has nothing to do with that. Who told you this? Cletus, who told you that? So I'm just curious. I would like to see a white person talk on the black people's behalf and see what their comprehension is. But let us talk. Let us talk.
Absolutely, Holly. Right now, we know that a day that is normally Friday, a payday for many Americans, millions are being encouraged to not spend a dime this Friday as part of a nationwide economic boycott.
She got some pretty teeth, though, don't she? She a little vibe. All right.
Against companies such as Amazon, Walmart, and McDonald's. No fast food or gas purchases. No online or...
Oh, we wasn't supposed to buy gas either? I tried, Lord. I tried, but I failed, Big Jesus. I got a big truck. I got a big truck with 4 doors, 4 full-size doors. My doors is this big. Big. So we wasn't supposed to buy gas. We wasn't supposed to, oh my God. Jesus. Okay. Do y'all, but remember how I introed this? That's the issue. Where are the black gas station owners? Because we know they don't run the gas stations. Who are the primarily
economic boycott against companies such as Amazon, Walmart, and McDonald's. No fast food or gas purchases.
Did y'all buy Chick-fil-A? Did your black A go out there and buy that Chick-fil-A? If you went out there and bought that Chick-fil-A during the blackout, you're wrong.
No online or in-store shopping, no spending at all for 24 hours. That's what the nonpartisan grassroots group, the People's Union USA, asked Americans across the country to do on February 28th. The organization's website states this economic blackout is to show major corporations and banks, quote, who really holds the power. The movement gaining traction.
I've locked my cards up.
Look how she looking though. Look how she looking. She looking like, you didn't do it. You lying. Cherie, you didn't do it. I know you didn't do the blackout, Cherie. Don't be up there on the screen talking to the news channel, acting like you didn't buy nothing. I know you bought something. Let us talk.
Already, I'm not spending any money.
Okay.
At all.
We realize the cycle is they get their money from people like us who give.
He got a high voice. This is why I don't be doing reaction videos. I'm supposed to be focused on the blackout. My man's voice is mad high, son. He got the high joints, and I got a high voice too. Don't get it twisted. I identify with my high voice, but
them the ability to utilize our dollars. Take it back.
But how effective are boycotts really? And will this one have an impact?
Historically, national boycotts have a little bit of an impact. They make more noise than they do create downturn in retail results. But when they're localized or when they're very specific to a specific retailer, sometimes they make a little bit of an impact.
Marshall Cohen is the chief retail analyst at Circana.
But when you have a series of these or they last for a period of time.
And that's my point. That's exactly what I just finished saying. That is literally exactly what I just finished saying. Everybody could black out for 21 day. And guess what? This is the thing. I just thought about something. Voila. That man he's a genius sometimes. He's a genius sometimes. I just thought about something. What if black people, we want to do something, right? Y'all say we want to do something. Everybody say, yeah, we're gonna black out. Black out. All right, cool. Let's do the blackout for 30 days. No, Black History Month 2026, do the blackout for them. Whole month. Buy nothing. Who gonna do that? Nito, we can't do that. We gotta go to work, bro. We gotta get the gas. See, that's my point. Who can do the blackout for the whole Black History Month? We're gonna do Black History. Let's do a blackout. I pose that. Now I know I could technically do it, but anyway, let him talk. Let him talk.
Like we've seen in some of the other boycotts where brands were basically, people stopped buying the brand for a month. That's when it really hurts.
The People's Union USA founder John Schwartz says he noticed people still shopping on Friday morning.
Not everyone's going to be on board, but my Walmart is definitely a lot quieter this morning.
Cohen says
I bet that's the best shopping you could do too. That's probably the best shopping you could do. What city he in?
24-hour blackout may not have a huge impact from an economic standpoint, but that's not the only goal.
And it's more about bringing attention than it is ultimately about hitting the retailer or the brand in their pocket.
You know what? And I think I'm done with the whole blackout idea. Everybody that did it, salutes to y'all. I thought I was doing something, but I had to buy some gas. I had to buy gas. But this is, I think, the best example of a good blackout during our time period, because we're not back in the 50s and 60s like they did back in the day. We're not there anymore. But I think a really good compromise for a blackout. But it takes resources. It takes hella resources. Case in point, y'all remember when everybody in LA was doing the whole blackout for SAG-AFTRA, right? And I covered that on this podcast, and I was saying, yo, the best idea is for all of the actors that's having to do the blackout, go out here and start your own platforms. You can do YouTube. You can go to Twitch. You can go to any of these platforms and just start your own. So if there is another cold season, because it does get cold out here in these streets, trust me, I've been there. But when it gets cold, now you got all of these other platforms that you've built online that you can start to monetize and make some money off of to sustain your living. And that was my whole issue with everybody that was doing the SAG-AFTRA strike. And yo, we won't go. We not going to work. FAI. FAI, F the capitalists. I'm like, Wait, no, not F, not FAI, not F the capitalist. Who gonna fund your movie, dog? Who gonna fund the movie? Somebody in the bunch has to be a capitalist. Somebody got to be on the back side of this thing saying, all right, if y'all want to do this blackout, and this is how I think it should go. All right, everybody come with me. Come with me. All right. If we pose to do, if we send a proposal out to the black community, whoever the black community is, because there's mad different black communities. You got the hood black community, you got the black community of Alpharetta, you got the black community of New York, you got the mad black communities, right? I pose, if we do a strike from the black community standpoint, then how about during the time between, like, and we got to plan it out. It has to be planned for at least a year, 2 years out, honestly, to do a real blackout. Somebody has to go out and buy some gas stations, a group of them, like a few of them in each city. Black vote. This is how, if you want to do a strike, this is how it got to be done like this. Somebody got to go buy gas stations. All right, cool. We got that essential element done. You got to have a group of farmers, a group of black farmers is out here and they say, all right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to sell our produce at a discount. Or even if you had to mark it up, all of this has to go into the planning of the actual blackout. It got to go into the planning section of it. All right, so I'm gonna go out here. We're gonna get with the farm. We got the gas stations over here. We got the farmers over here. Everybody's grouped together. How many of my real estate people got buildings is big enough that can house grocery stores? Then you start going through your groups of people that got real estate that can house grocery stores. All right, cool. Can we do some type of, like, we could plan a grocery store in this community, this community, this community, this community. All right, cool. I think the clothes and all that stuff, that's a superficial element that really don't have to be tended to in the event of a blackout. We don't have to really deal with that. Food, gas, and maybe water. Maybe water. And I'm thinking about end of the world type stuff now. So I'm not trying to get into that bag. Not today. But all right, food and gas. Cool, got it. Now, y'all don't buy anything for the whole month of February. February 28th comes up. We did it. That is how the corporate machines will feel the actual impact of you not spending that dollar. They'll feel it that way. The way y'all talking about doing it, blacking out for one day, they're going to be looking at you like, look at them. Look at them. What they gonna do? Hold on, wait. You got one right there. She about to go into Target. She about to go, she can't stay away. Look at her. That's how them corporate people looking at y'all with this blackout stuff. They are looking at y'all like y'all jokes. This is a joke. So again, I'm all for everybody standing together and trying to accomplish this big goal. I love that. But it has to be more strategic. It has to be years and months of planning. How is all of this stuff going to work? Because what's going to happen, and like even with me, what's going to happen is you're going to be missing one of those essential elements to your lifestyle, whether that's gas, food, whatever, right? I think a lot of people can stomach not going out to eat. You shouldn't be going out to eat anyway if you ain't making no money. If you're not out here getting to a real bag, you should not be eating out. You should be eating at the house. Guess what? I've done the knockoff meal. Oh yeah, we're gonna have Papa those night, home style. We've done that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think everybody just wants to get that feeling, that endorphin hit of going out to eat and spending the money and feel like you're bossing up. If that's not your financial position just yet, don't do it. Don't do it. And I know it's easier said than done, but just don't do it. So everybody that did participate in the blackout, salutes to y'all. I keep fighting a good fight. All right. Who else we had? Oh yeah, we had Marvin Sapp on Tiny Desk. Marvin Sapp, what up, bro? I need you on the podcast, bro. Come through. I want to interview Marvin Sapp. If any of my followers that know Marvin Sapp, tell them I want him to come through. I'm curious. I love when gospel acts go on Tiny Desk and they flip their songs that we know. I love when that happens. I think it's cool. All right, here we go. We got some music business stuff to talk about. Senior John Hope Bryant. John Hope Bryant, if y'all don't know who this is, He is one of the first. How can I explain John Hope Bryant? Okay, if y'all remember, it was a black guy, right, that came down to Atlanta and he paid for everybody's tuition. Whatever you needed, whatever debt that you had when you were about to graduate from college, he paid for that. And I think it was like $50 million or something like that. It was a nice size amount. But anyway, he came up on what was this? Funky Fridays with Cam Newton. And Cam, I ain't gonna say nothing about that. I am in Atlanta and I got to respect my peers, right? But he came, he did some talking, and the first point I wanted to bring out is some of the changes that's happened in music business, and some of this stuff is just recycled over and over. But I like John Hope Bryant's take on the deals is made, because how he feels about music deals and label deals and all this stuff is exactly how I feel about it, right? I think my first publishing deal I did back in the day was with EMI, right? The deal that they gave me was for me at the time, I thought it was a good deal, right? Just because I have never had a publishing deal. This is one of my first big records I've ever placed on a major label, and I needed the money, right? All of those variables made me say, all right, go sign this deal. That's why I did it. So I'm not a guy that regrets too much of anything. You sign off on something, all right, guess what? Just do better on the next one, right? If you didn't budget this, all right, do better on the next one, right? So for me, you'll never see me go back and forth and complain about the amount of money that the label gave me, the terms of the deal. You're never going to hear me complain about that, because guess what? I signed it. I physically said, okay, I need this money. Ma, I need the money. You got the money. You got the money. I ain't got the money. I need this money. I signed off on it. I took the check. I spit the check, and there it is. It is what it is. So I'm not a person that really has pity parties, right? I'm not a person that has pity parties. And I just believe that, especially with this internet generation, now there's no reason for anybody to be out here winging your online presence and winging how you're conducting yourself on the internet, because it's too many options. It's entirely too many options out here for you to tend to. All right, so let me let John Hope Bryant talk to y'all for a second, and then I had a few points I wanted to bring out, but I think he talked. He did some good talking for real. All right. There we go.
That he was playing basketball, the Baltimore Ravens would not have been responsible for paying him, because we pay you for what you do for us.
Right.
Now, some we pay a lot of money. To all, you pay a lot of money regardless.
Right.
But if I'm an organization in this business, this has nothing to do with emotions. I love you to death. And
I got a question for y'all. Before I let him finish going on. Everybody that's in the chat, y'all let me know, what do you think is a perfect amount to survive off of? How much money do you think you need to survive off of, as far as paying your bills, savings, leisure activity money, and growth money, like money that you can invest into a dream or an idea? How much money do you think you need to do that?
And I appreciate everything you've done for this beautiful franchise. But if you tore your Achilles and we can't get the money that we promised you, we gave you $10 million, $12 million, $20 million. And all of a sudden, we've gave you 13 of that 20 million. And all of a sudden, you got to sit out a whole nother year because you're unable to play. Oh, no. Hello?
Bye. It's worse in music, because in music, so there's clawbacks.
So I didn't know, and Cam kind of shed some light on it. I didn't know that agents were out here paying for athletes' lifestyle before the athlete gets the first check. I didn't know they were out there doing that. I was like, oh, it's the same. It's literally the same thing as a music business. But
so in music, they'll give you that advance.
Right.
You then get a music video.
Right.
You do your album. You then want to go party. You then want to go traveling the world, you want to buy your mama a house, all that stuff. That's from your advance.
Right.
When your music starts creating revenue, there's an 80, there's a 70-30 or an 80-20, and sometimes a 95-5 split.
Ever wondered why you should get an LLC with a third party?
No. So look, sis be talking. I know somebody gonna be like, "Why are you being cheap? You need to buy YouTube." I'm not. Maybe I might do it today. Today might be the day that I buy YouTube. How about that? I might do it. Let me let them talk though. Let me let them talk.
You get
95 to
against your 5 for until they recoup the advance, and then you start making money. So in that situation, they're being reimbursed for an advance. At least in your situation, the money's yours when it comes, but nothing else is promised after that if you get hurt.
But can I say this? And please keep your point. I just want to give.
So this is, I think he is right for the most part. I think this is where the internet generation has changed all of that though. When it comes to music business and artists doing what artists do best, now everybody has the leverage. Now everybody literally has the leverage. If they didn't, then you wouldn't have some of these bums out here grabbing a microphone and just spitting all these poverty bars, right? Case in point, it's so many kids now, and I like it. Some of it I like, well, a lot of it I like. It's so many kids now that can just get in their bedroom, have a laptop, microphone, and get on one of these sites, download some beats, and come up with a smack, right? Then they can also, and this is where the kids don't be thinking about it, but now they can also reach out to the producer of the smack and say, look, I got $150. I got $200 that I can put towards this song. I think it's a banger. Can we work out a deal? Then they could do a deal with the producer. Say, all right, if I pay you $200, I'm thinking, just trying to think cheap, 200, 150, whatever that dollar amount is for you. All right, I got this money. Can we do some type of split where I do 50-50? And then we could just share profits on the back end, but I can't pay you $1,000 for the beat. I can't pay you $2,000 for the beat. Right now, I got $250, $300. The producer goes and says, all right, cool, let's do the deal. Then y'all come up with some type of document. Everybody does the bust down on the profits, and you get your publishing, you get your royalties, you get all of this stuff, right? Now the artist can go out and monetize that music to the umpteenth power. Meaning, if an artist wanted to go out and put the song on an ad, or they want to shop it for Gatorade or Coca-Cola or whatever, right? Let's say the song lands on that. Now you already have something set in place where the producer gets a certain amount. And my idea was 50-50 because you didn't have the money up front. Again, if you got the money, that's the lever. It's always going to go back to the bread, because this is what happens. Look at this. This is the catch-22. If the artist does not have no money, they put the song out. They don't try to find the producer. The song goes crazy online. Now what happens is the producer is going to come after you for putting his song out, not trying to monetize. Not trying to figure out y'all splits, not trying to figure out how much money you can pay him up front. The producer is going to come after you for all of this stuff. And now if the song does go crazy, you ain't going to make nothing off of it, because you got the guy that produced the beat that you didn't try to make it right with. Now, I know some of the other artists is going to say this too. And I'm in between working on this part. But I know a lot of artists are going to go online. They're going to find AI technology to create a beat. You're going to type in a prompt. You're going to say, make me a beat like Drake, right? I want the beat like Drake. I want it to be in 75 BPMs. And the AI technology is going to shoot you out a song, or it's going to shoot you out a beat. You in return is going to take that beat, you're going to download it, and you're going to put it in your software. You're going to make a song out of it, and then you're going to upload it. There is something that's going to happen in between you downloading that song and uploading it to any of the DSPs and the company that you use to generate the song. Who owns the rights? I guarantee you what's going to happen is the company that owns the right to the AI technology is going to take either 50% or 100% of the song that you just had them generate. So now you got the same thing going on anyway. And now I wouldn't be surprised, because we're going to talk about this too. I wouldn't be surprised if we are getting very close to the future where AI is going to run sync. And for all the people that don't know what sync is, that is the music being placed in ads, film, and television. That's the sync, right? It's going to sync the audio to a visual that's going on, and it's going to come out with this product. I think what's going to start happening in the very, very near future is a lot of the AI companies are going to get in bed even more, and we can take them off the screen because I think this leads me to the next part of the conversation. I think a lot of AI technology is going to start getting into the bag where, all right, I got to deal with Universal, Warner Brother, Atlantic, and Capitol Records, right? As soon as I do this deal, and I'm the AI company, as soon as I do this deal with them, now they don't have to use artists, and they don't have to use producers, and they don't have to use none of these people, because now it's a direct feed. There is no middleman. What companies are going to start looking at y'all as is middleman. All of the musicians, all of the creative people, the little pawns, they're going to look at us as middlemen. And every good businessman always tries to weed out the middleman. That's the nature of business, right? So look at this. This is a game changer. And shouts out to James Lowry. It's a YouTuber / Instagrammer. Is that a thing now? Instagrammer, YouTuber. But he's always had some really good takes as it relates to technology and musicians and the legal system. And I like to bring a lot of his stuff up just because he has a good pulse on it, and he does all of the research. And I'm a firm believer. Same thing with business. I'm a firm believer. If this person is a beast at what they do, you better shut your mouth and let them do what they need to do. And I think that comes along with learning what your strong parts are. Everybody is not great at everything. They're not. Everybody's not great at everything. So if you find somebody that's really, really good at doing something, I suggest you try to figure out how to partner with them. I suggest immediately. But let me let him come up and talk to y'all for a little bit, because he has some really good takes. I didn't know that ByteDance was doing something nasty. But hold on. No, wait. Before I share this, do y'all not remember all of my core followers that's following this on YouTube? We almost at 30,000 subs too. Hey. But do y'all not remember the conversation I was having with y'all regarding Spotify becoming a social media platform? And then I said, okay, if TikTok is going to start, because I think before they did the whole deal with Universal, they took all of the music off. Universal took all the music off of TikTok. They said, well, what we going to have to dance to? They're going to mute the videos. My video went viral. I'm big because my video went viral. And my take has been the same over and over. The take never changes. The take is you are now trying to compete against tech. It is all of the idea of, yo, I got the dopest song. Oh, look at my song. That joint go hard. Ooh. That's dead. All of that's dead. Musicians, come close. Please come close. The idea of you creating a smack or a banger or a hit or something that's just a phenomenal piece of art. This music is art. That's dead as it relates to you trying to go to a corporate machine and monetizing that thing that you called a hit. That idea is dead. You are now in a technology era. You are now in a marketing age. If you don't have a good pulse on the psychology of the people that follow you and why they follow you and what they get from you and how many other products you can have as extension brands to offer to these people, you are dead in the ocean. It is no longer just a dope song and a beat to knock to. That is dead. All right. So now I talked about TikTok and Universal and all that, the whole debacle that they did. They came up with a deal, put the music back on TikTok. The G, y'all know who the G is in the big White House. The G says, all right, we're going to do a ban on TikTok. TikTok is not going to be over here in the US no more. All right, cool, got it. Nobody ever thinks about this. And y'all don't think about this. Again, when it comes to business people, they don't lose. If they're resilient, they don't lose. They just figure out a different way to do the same thing that they've been doing. They figure out a different way to do it. So I said, what's going to happen is I foresee TikTok coming up with the streaming platform. If Spotify is going to try to dip into that social media platform, TikTok is going to probably try to dip into the streaming platform. Then I also talked about Netflix getting into the streaming platform as it relates to music. I said, okay, if Netflix is going to start offering musicians deals and they pay them money up front, and now from them paying the money up front, they got infinite music that they can sync to the sync. Again, that goes that freaking word. Now we got all of these musicians that's uploaded music to our platform. We own it. We can sing it to any film, any series that we got going on. And it's a win-win because guess what? If Netflix were to go out, and I still got to get the James Laundry, and I'll be running out of time. But if Netflix is going to get in bed with musicians and say, all right, I'm offering you $50,000 for this project. You know good and d well, sir, you're not going to sell $50,000 worth of merch, $50,000 worth of streams, it's almost near impossible for you to figure it out. Right. So if you got a company like Netflix is going to offer you this money up front and your music got some different places to go to, and people start understanding, okay, this is what this sounds like. This is what that sounds like. Now, who got more leverage? Netflix got the leverage. You got some money. Go make some more songs. Or as my hood people say, go sell a brick. Go make more music. Right? But you still got $50,000 up front. If you do 4 of them joints, you got $200,000 in your hand. Go buy a house. Go do something else with the money. But most people get stuck on the same thing over and over. So anyway, let me let James talk to y'all because he has some really good takes as it relates to what ByteDance, i.e. TikTok's parent company, what they're about to do and what patents they have and what this is going to mean to y'all. And it's going to mean a lot. Trust me.
The owner of TikTok appears to be launching a company called EasyOde. According to the trademark application, this is going to be a downloadable mobile app for phones. But according to the website, they're making a full platform based on AI music, AI generated music to sync license to your needs. So here we've got film, short video, TV, animation, advertisements, other. And people are going to be able to log on here and figure out what they need to fit into their show to license the music.
My point is, who owns it? Who owns it? Because this is the thing. Look at this. Look at it this way. In film and television world, a lot of the times they have hiccups with the musicians because musicians don't be having the paperwork, right? Y'all don't be having y'all split sheets together. Y'all don't be having no BMI, no ASCAP. Y'all don't be having no online presence. Y'all just got a smack, right? You just got a banger, right? With companies like this, with the AI technology, what's going to happen is if ByteDance, because I'm assuming this was posted a week ago. I'm assuming it's already, he said it's quietly launching. If they start to get those AI songs into sync catalogs and they monetize and are able to collect 100% of whatever's generated, it's a wrap. Musicians, pack it up. Pack it up. You got to go perform at the club. You got to go perform at the club. You got to go figure out something else to do with the music because as it relates to film and television, the value is going to be dead. It's going to be dead because I don't see any business person that would not jump at the idea of having their own AI that generates songs and that generates lyrics and that generates all of this stuff, and you can just put it into your film immediately. I don't know anybody that's not going to want to do that. You ain't got to deal with somebody said, well, yo, I'm gonna get you the session. I'm one of them people ain't gonna front. I'm gonna get you the session tomorrow. Tomorrow end up turning into 2 weeks or a week. I've done it, right? People get busy. AI doesn't. You ain't gonna have nobody, a singer going to the studio and say, well, I got a brain fart. I ain't really got no ideas right now. So, if you want, just let me see a little bit more of the film. If you let me see a little bit more of the film, I can come up with some lyrics for you. AI ain't gonna do that. All they're gonna have to do with AI is just type in the prompt and say, all right, we got an hour-long film. And they have the cue sheet, just like they would send to us if we were to score a film. They can have the whole cue sheet laid out for the AI. Say, all right, in 1 minute, 30 seconds, we need to have the bomb drop right here. After 10 minutes into the film, we need to have some mood music. The mood music needs to be centered around a greenery and a farm, light energy, BPMs 130. In 20 minutes, we got so-and-so. And this is, again, I'm just thinking about it how I see it. This is what I foresee coming in the very near future. Every company is going to have their own AI. And now the only difference is going to be, and this is where us musicians and us creative people could provide some value. This is where we could provide some value, but will you provide the value? That's on you. They're going to have different people that's engineers. They're going to have different people that write code alongside with a musician. They're going to have to figure out what works the best. All right, so this song don't go with this. That song don't go with that. And they're going to have a musician to come into the office and say, all right, whenever you write this prompt in AI, and they're going to be talking to an engineer, whenever you write this prompt with this AI, when you say this, the AI thinks about it like this. So can you recode it to make it think more Gone with the Wind versus War of the Worlds? And then now the engineer is going to say, okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. If I can go in and I can type in this prompt, it should shoot out this sound. And now, even with that, I foresee that musician's job being very limited. As soon as the AI starts to learn the habits and what the film is supposed to look like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And now it's going to be who owns the technology. If you don't own the technology, you're going to be SOL. All right, let them talk some more.
Directly from EasyOde. Now, one thing to note here, and exactly what people have been saying for a while, is this music appears to be made by AI. They're saying they have all the rights to sync this music to you. And then in addition to that, we have a fair use potential issue here. On their website, if you can't find what you're looking for, you can upload a song for them to mimic or try to find something of that vibe.
That sounds like copyright infringement. That sounds like copyright infringement all day. Musicians, y'all better start learning y'all legal. Learn y'all legal.
Even though EasyOde makes you state that you have all the rights to that music, it's doing nothing to stop you from uploading someone else's song to this platform. A lot of people are going to be able to use this platform to benefit their movie, their show, their commercial, whatever it is. There's going to be lawsuits over people uploading music they don't have the rights to, finding knockoffs of it, especially if their platform is going to make music based on what you upload.
Right.
ByteDance, the owner of TikTok, appeared.
Now this is my thing. Let me give him a shout out because that was great. So my main issue, and he brought up another point that I wasn't thinking about. Any event that ByteDance does have this AI, right? And then let's say, and this is I know I get on musicians all the time, but my value, I don't place my personal value in the production that I upload. Big Trey, what up? I don't place my personal value on the music that I produce for this reason. Because I'm one of the first people you'll see, even right now, like I said, we got the whole 30 for 30 challenge starting today, right? I need you uploading something every day for 30 days. I need you reaching out to 30 people every day, right? Getting your own leads up, getting your business started. Got it. The reason I won't place the majority of my value on the beats and stuff and the beat videos that I upload is for this reason. I definitely foresee some film person that's dibbling dabbling into the AI going on my page and downloading the link or getting the link, get a link grab, and put the link into the AI, and the AI says, all right, I can produce a beat like that. And then the AI produces the joint and they put it in a film. That's copyright infringement. You use, or, and this is where it could be catchy, it's be iffy. It's either copyright infringement or it could be under fair use. It could be under the fair use trait, because as soon as you upload something on socials, anybody can use it. They can repurpose it. They can do reaction videos like I be doing. Is it fair use or is it a lawsuit? Is it fair use or it could be used in the form of AI did a sample replay of the beat that I produced. And I'm sorry, you got to think like this. You got to kind of have a somewhat pessimistic and optimistic point of view when it comes to the way these people are going to start doing business. You got to have both of them. If you think it's all peaches and cream, then you about to be short out here in these streets. And I got a few other things happening as it relates to changes in the IG algorithm. I want to talk about this to start to get out of the show and start wrapping things up. But something that I noticed is, and I've noticed this for a while now, but something I noticed is a lot of the times when people start posting stuff, they don't know what's going to work. And sometimes the platform that you're needing to use to build and spread your brand, it's going to tell you exactly what they're doing and what's going to work on their platform. It's going to tell you. And I think what happens is, I think what's going to happen is a lot of the times people try to figure out what's going to work and what they need to post based off of their personal point of view. F that. You got to stop doing that. These platforms don't care. The platform is the platform. They do what they're going to do, right? So I say that to say this. When we come to the IG algorithm, and let me pull this up right quick because it is something dope. But the IG algorithm has changed, and I feel like what we should be doing is looking at IG, and we need to be looking at YouTube. We need to be looking at IG, and we need to be looking at YouTube. Here are some of the changes. I think this is the first slide. The first slide, well, I don't have to share it like that because it's doing too much. It's a lot of movement going on. All right, so the first slide says instead of using more hashtags, do more keywords. Instead of using more hashtags, use more keywords. Case in point, if you are a person that's posting a lot, right? I post at least 1 or 2 times a day, and then in my stories, I'm posting all day, every day. I'm going back to back in my stories, always posting something. Instead of using the hashtags on the bottom, you know how you'll post something and in the linking in the description link on IG, it'll say today made a fire beat today. All right, I'm just saying something. Made a fire beat today, and then you have all these hashtag beat maker, hashtag producer, hashtag get money, hashtag got it done, whatever, right? That's dead. All them hashtags on the bottom, that's dead. Instead of doing a hashtag on your actual description, be descriptive where people can find the thing. So a simple one would be how to make beats. Let me show you how to make beats. Those words right there, when somebody types it in the search engine, how do I make beats? That video that you posted is going to come up on the search engine. That's how the keyword stuff works. All right, so get rid of the hashtags. And some of this stuff I got to do too. So I'm not just preaching to the choir, I'm preaching to myself. All right, something else is going to change. Instead of looking at the views, and we talked about this before too, I don't give a F. I do kind of give a F. But looking at how many people went to view your stuff and seeing that big count that's at the bottom, that don't matter. That don't matter as much as the retention rate. We talked about this. The retention rate. When you post a video, and this is the simplest way I could put it. And I'm even looking for me a social media strategist. But guess what? Until I find the social media strategist that I can pay on a month-to-month basis, I still got to learn how to do this stuff so I can know that they doing their job when I hire them to do their job. Right? That's how it works. So instead of looking at the views, look at the watch time. When you post a 1 minute video, simple. Are they looking at the whole 1 minute? Or are they looking at 15 seconds of the video and swiping up to somebody else's video? And you can easily see that. And do this. Y'all do me a favor. I have something called the Lucrative Community. The Lucrative Community. Look at the link in my bio. Go just follow the Lucrative Community. If you don't do that, go download the 30 for 30, the 30 for 30 social media challenge. Use promo code Lucrative Music, and I'm giving it to you for free. But we're going to be walking through all of this stuff for the next 30 days. The next 30 days, we're walking through all of this stuff. But anyway, if you post a video and the video is 1 minute long and you have a 15-second drop off, why did they stop watching it 15 seconds? That's the part that you got to figure out. Why did they stop watching it 15 seconds? Did you do something wrong? Did it just not become interesting? Were they clicking on something out of sheer interest from the beginning and they wasn't really interested in what you were offering anyway? Like, you got to figure out how to get the watch time up. So what needs to happen, and I like to at least go to 50 to 80%. If you get 50, 80%, you are winning out here in these streets, right? So 1 minute video, if it does this at 1 minute, or if it does this at 5 seconds, and then 10 seconds it does that video ain't doing what it needs to do. Figure it out. But if your video is 1 minute, if it goes 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 60 seconds, we need to figure out why that video did that and how you could duplicate it, because that model worked for your brand. And I'm low-key giving y'all masterclass stuff right now for free. All right, something else that changed with with IG. Instead of just doing reels, you need to be doing reels and carousels. I don't know if y'all know what the difference is between a reel and a carousel. Let me tell you. Again, this is like a baby masterclass. A reel is the videos that you just post, right? Post one video. I think what we got. I think they're giving us 3 minutes now. See, this is the thing. Even the social media platforms understand, we need to give them more time on the reels. If we give them more time on the reels, then and the retention rate is better, the longer the people stay on their video, the longer the people stay on our platform. The longer they stay on our platform, the more ads and the more revenue we could generate off of that stuff. That's the way it works. So instead of just doing a reel, now they want you to do carousels. Now you got the option to do a 3-minute reel, and the carousel is just when you upload multiple reels or multiple videos or multiple pictures, and it tells a story. When they swipe over and they swipe over and they swipe over, that's a carousel. That style is called a carousel. If y'all need to dig deeper in on this, because I'm already running out of time. If y'all want to dig in deeper with this, send an email to Magneto7Booking, Magneto7Booking@gmail.com, and I can coach you through a lot of this stuff. We can book a one-on-one and all that stuff. All right. Something else that changed. We talked about that. Instead of the 5 to 8 seconds, now you got 30 seconds no, not even that. This is an old video. Got to be an old video. But now, instead of having 90 seconds, you got 3 minutes. We just talked about that as far as your reels time. And instead of just the saves, because remember, at one point I was telling everybody I wanted to make sure that we got more people saving videos and more people sharing the videos. Now you low-key got to get people to do everything. You want them to like it. You want them to save it. You want them to share it. And if you got a subscription, I suggest you offer the subscription. Something else I want everybody to start working on is, like, right now I have something called the Mad Lucrative channel. The Mad Lucrative channel is on IG. It's a free subscription. You just subscribe to it. I'm giving you some type of something weekly. That's my aim, to upload something weekly and kind of start conversations, right? But if you don't have free tiers, offer people free tiers and have a paid for tier, because at some point your organic reach is going to start to level off. Once it starts to level off, you need to start putting some money into ads. You need to start putting money into IG ad, Meta ads. You might need to start putting money into Google ads. You just gotta have to put money into other things, right? And I think that's all I got. Really, that's all I got time for today. I wanted to cover more. I wanted to cover more, but I don't have time for it. Again, everybody that's watching this live, because I'm gonna leave this up for today, and I might not even do a repost Monday. We'll see. But everybody that's watching this live, make sure you go ahead and opt in for the 30 for 30 challenge, the 30 for 30 social media challenge. That's something where all of this stuff we just finished talking about, I'm coaching you through it, and I'm putting timelines on certain things to make sure that you get in the habit of executing on something big. A lot of us just get analysis paralysis and don't do the thing that we said we were going to do. I'm here to help push you into that. All right. So if you want to opt in for the 30 for 30 challenge, and again, it's free for y'all. Y'all are my first class. After this, it will never be free again. It will never be free again. So opt in for the 30 for 30 challenge. Use promo code Lucrative Music, all caps, all together. And I'll see y'all on the first check-in. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'll holler at you. Peace.